right, so question number 6 has some people, I'm sure, just going, what? There's lots of numbers in here, but here's a trick I want to show you. So, when we're looking at this, um, get rid of stuff we don't need. Again, identify your equation. We're looking for acceleration. Acceleration is velocity final minus velocity initial divided by time. So we're looking for these three components. So let's see. At 10:15 a.m., snail 1 crossed the 65 centimeter mark with a velocity of 4 centimeters per minute. In a great burst of energy, snail 1 raced to the 90 centimeter mark in 3 minutes. His velocity as he crossed the 90 centimeter mark was 7 centimeters per minute. Okay, first of all, this is nice to know that it's 10:15. It's when they started, and I don't really care that it's snail 1 because we're just dealing with snail 1. And that he crossed the 65 centimeter mark. We're not actually trying to decide how far he went because we already have his speed. So, but it does tell us that as snail 1 crossed the 65 centimeter mark, he was going, or she was going, 4 centimeters per minute. So this would be my initial velocity. In a great burst of energy, snail 1, again, let's get rid of extra numbers we don't need, raced to the 90 centimeter mark. So again, 90 centimeters is extraneous, in 3 minutes. That's our time. His velocity as he crossed the 90 centimeter mark was 7 centimeters per minute, and that is my final velocity. So I know the three pieces I need. There are lots of extra numbers in there we don't need, but we do need this. If I was trying to calculate, speed, I'd need to know his time and the distance, so then those measurements would have been great, but I already had my speed, so we're finding acceleration in this case. Let's plug it in. Well, first of all, let's plug in over here before we go to the fun stuff. Final velocity, 7 centimeters per minute. Initial velocity, right up here, 4 centimeters per minute, and the time is 3 minutes. Okay, now let's plug that into our formula. 7 centimeters per minute minus 4 centimeters per minute divided by 3 minutes. Now all we have left to do is plug it into a calculator and figure it out. So let's write it down. We have acceleration. Remember, I'm a stickler about this. If you're sending this in to me, I would expect to see A equals, and I expect to see units. 7 centimeters per minute. And remember, we actually have to do MIN because M by itself is a meter, minus 4 centimeters per minute divided by 3 minutes. All right. Equals, well, let's work this through. 7 minus 4 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and I'm left with my unit of centimeters per minute. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to do squared so I don't have to write that again. But I could also have said 1 centimeter per minute. That would have been just fine. So as I go back here, so I can plug this into our final so I can get credit for it, we're going to look for our final answer, 1 centimeter per minute. And this race, the snail speeded up, so we would expect it to be a positive velocity. And that's always the thing you want to check. If your number is slower at the start and faster when you're done, it should be positive. And if it's flip it. If your answer is faster when you start but slower when you stop, then it should be negative. Always check your signs.